Check, check, check. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome back here on the road as the Preston Indians come to American Falls for the first time as a 4A volleyball program, and will take on the American Falls Beavers here tonight. Welcome inside the gym here at American Falls. Dan Hubbard with you. John Beverly back in the studio. Glad to have you with us here tonight as Preston trying to bounce back off what was a very tough loss on 2 nights ago in that 5-set match at Snake River, as they saw their record slip to 7-5 now overall on the year. They are 1-1 in conference play. American Falls, their opening conference play here tonight, they are 2-2 overall on the year. So we'll see what happens as the Indians get to work before heading home to face Bear Lake coming up on Saturday afternoon. As we'll take a timeout, we'll come back. We'll have more here on the pregame show right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH.
It's always nice to know who you're working with, especially when it comes to legal documents, loans, and title insurance tied to your home. Company-wide, Northern Title has been providing exceptional title work since 1977. In the Preston office, you work with Jan Stone, Monique Bear, Melanie Olson, Cassidy Loya, Afton Jones, and Charlie Bear. Let us answer any questions you have about title work, title insurance, and closings. We look forward to serving all of your title needs. Northern Title in Preston, Idaho. Good deeds done daily. Contact us today.
Go Preston!
When you think of outdoor adventure, you might think of snow machines, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or even cutting wood or taking care of the lawn. No matter what your definition of outdoor adventure is, always remember Ultimate Power Sports. We carry brand names like Polaris, Can-Am, Yamaha, Skidoo, Stihl, and Toro. Offering sales and service, your fun really does begin at Ultimate Power Sports. With multiple in-store financing options, we can help you have outdoor adventures right now. Stop in today, Ultimate Power Sports in Logan and Preston.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
And welcome back here to American Falls. Time for the scene set for tonight. As you know, as the Indians end up losing that match the other night in 5 sets, they you can go back and look at the big 4 players for them. That's Ellie Nelson, Sophie Hess, Mackley White, and Taylor Wakely. They all hit the ball pretty well. Unfortunately, they also all had their streaks of hitting the ball out. As the Preston coaching staff doesn't share stats, but I'm guessing that if you look at the overall hitting percentage for Preston on Tuesday night, I'm guessing is probably somewhere less than 100%, which is a very difficult way to win. When you think of the hitting percentage in volleyball, think of it as a batting average in baseball. And if you're only hitting about 100 in your at-bats on the baseball field, it's tough to win. Well, it's pretty much the same thing for the Preston Indians, which, if I had to guess, I don't think they had a very high hitting percentage, as they all had their runs of hitting the ball well out of bounds at times in that match, that 5-set match just the other day against the Snake River Panthers. So we'll see what happens tonight. Well, because of some equipment problems, we're unable to bring you an interview tonight with Coach Knapp. So we want to make sure we thank our sponsor, Elise Benson of North Realty, Utah and North Realty, Idaho, for her sponsorship. We have some new equipment on order, and hopefully it'll be here in time for Saturday in the Preston Indians' next match. That's coming up at home Saturday afternoon against Bear Lake. So we'll take another timeout. We'll look at other games. We'll also have our chat with our standout students from Preston High School. We'll do all that as we continue, coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH.
Make the best deal you can. When it's your time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Alyssa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah, your trusted real estate advisor.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When buying a vehicle, you want the process to be straightforward and the financing simple. At West Motor and West Motor Ford, that's exactly the way that you'll be treated. They also understand that accidents can happen and maintenance will be needed. When you find yourself in need of body and paint work, windshield repair, work under the hood, or under the vehicle, West Motor would love to help you out and earn your trust. Turn to West Motor and West Motor Ford in Preston and Hyde Park.
WestMotorCompany.com.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today
at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
The standout students at Preston High School are brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. And welcome back to another edition of Preston Standout Students, brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental, as we have the opportunity to sit down with a couple of more new standout students from here at Preston High School. First, we have the opportunity to speak with Elizabeth Williamson and Ella Bingham here on our program here today. First of all, Elizabeth, thanks for taking a few minutes and coming in and talking with us about what's happening with you here at Preston High School.
You're welcome.
And Ella Bingham with us here as well, and she's a junior. Ella, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Okay. Elizabeth, let's start with you. You're the sophomore, and let's talk about how the way things have gone for you. A year plus a couple of weeks so far here at Preston High School. How are you enjoying your high school experience?
Oh, I love it. The people are great. Like, everybody has such a great school spirit, and last year was absolutely amazing. I can't wait for another great year.
Ella, what about you? How are you enjoying your years here at Preston? You're a junior this year, so you've got a couple of years under your belt already.
Yeah, I'm a junior, and it's been really nice and stuff. I feel like I finally got the hang of the high school stuff down now, and it's just really amazing to hang out with all these people and my friends and make new friends.
Ella, let's ask you the second question here and let you talk first. How are things going? You're enjoying your experience here. What are your grades like? What kind of things do you like doing and classes you like taking here at Preston?
The grades and classes are good, and I enjoy like a lot of hands-on stuff, but I also like to do individual work, and some group work can be nice, but it just depends on the activity and the class it's in. But I like to do English and history. Those are probably my favorite ones.
Elizabeth, what about you? What are your favorite classes?
I like science, especially with Mrs. Crosley. She makes it really fun, and English is fun too. Mm-hmm. So, but neither of you are athletes that I've seen or have recognized so far. Is that true? I am currently doing cross country. Oh, okay. So. Well, that's good. That's good. And let's see, Ella, what about you?
I am on the dance team.
Oh, very good. You guys are good. You guys get out there and rock it. That's awesome. Elizabeth, what lies in your future? What type of things do you think you might want to be interested in doing when your high school years are over? If you've made that decision as of yet. I'd like to go to college, probably at BYU, and hopefully graduate with a good degree. What kind of field are you looking to go into? Right now I've been interested in the medical field, so probably like a general surgeon or something. Really? Wow, that's awesome. That's a big lofty goal to shoot for. Congratulations. Thank you. Ella, what about you? What do you think you might be lying in your future?
After high school, I want to go on a humanitarian trip as like kind of a gap year, and then I want to come back and go to college. I haven't decided what for or where yet, but I know I definitely want to go. Good.
You like the hands-on things though, so you like to be. I don't want to say getting your hands dirty or whatever the case may be, and whatever you might have in your future, but something along that lines rather than being sitting in an office someplace.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't want to be sitting in an office all day.
When you guys look down the road, I mean, you kind of have your goals set for you, being wanting to be a surgeon and still having your options open to you. that leaves the field kind of wide open. I mean, it's there's many different types of surgery you can get into. Elizabeth, any kind of specialty or anything that might prop up into mind?
So probably just a general surgeon, like not really anything super crazy.
Nothing super crazy. Just going to be a surgeon that not too super crazy. And you've kind of already answered this question. You don't really know exactly what you want to do as of yet, Ella.
No, I don't. I just know that I want to definitely take that gap year and go and help people and then get back into starting the life that I am going to have to do.
Oh, great. You're both doing outstanding work here at Preston High School. We appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your busy day to come in and talk to us. And best of luck in your continued careers here at Preston.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is Elizabeth Williamson and Ella Bingham, two more standout students here at Preston High School.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
The Preston Indian football team come home Friday night after 3 straight road games to face the Burley Bobcats. The pregame show gets started about 6:20 with the opening kickoff slated for 7 p.m. Preston Sports are brought to you by Northern Title, Ready Support Services, Flying S Title and Escrow, Rocky Mountain Power, WattsmartHomes.com, Stokes Market True Value, West Motors, Franklin County Medical Center, and S&T Electric. Join us for Preston Indian football Friday night on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com, your home for Preston sports.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
And welcome back to the pregame show. As once again, the Preston Indians are on the road tonight. A little volleyball action coming your way from American Falls as the Indians take on the Beavers this evening. Let's take a look at some of the other games going on as Westside back on the floor again tonight as they'll be at Malad. It'll be Burley taking on Pocatello. Century's on the road as they'll be at Jerome. Shelley heads to Blackfoot. Soda Springs goes to Declo. Bear Lake will be at Grace. Canyon Ridge goes to Highland. Skyline will be at Hillcrest. Sugar Salem takes on Snake River tonight. Bonneville goes to Idaho Falls. Rigby will be at Madison. Firth will take on Ryrie. Over in the Boise area, Caldwell goes to Bishop Kelly. Boise will be at Bora. Mountain Home takes on Buell. Filer will be at Kimberly. Mountain Home takes on Meridian. Columbia heads over and they'll face Middleton tonight. Kuna will be at Owanee. Eagle and Ridgeview will get together. Centennial is at Rocky Mountain. Capital is at Timberline. And Valley will face Raft River. And that's your look at other games around the area this evening, as once again it is the Preston Indians in American Falls to take on the Beavers this evening. We ask you to stay tuned. We'll have the starting lineups and the first serve for set one coming up just around the corner. It's all on the way right here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you're hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at MyLocalRadio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center, for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written permission of Old West Media is strictly prohibited. And hi again, everybody. Welcome back here to the gym here at American Falls High School, as we're just about ready to get started here as they turn out the lights on us, as they start to announce the starters onto the floor here for the Snake River, for the American Falls Beavers, I should say. As we tell you the starters tonight for the Indians, be number 1, Ellie Nelson, number 2, Carly Dunn, Avery Madsen, Sophie Hess, Taylor Wakely, Morgan Donaldson will start at the libero, and Braxton Ware will get a start tonight for the Indians as well. As don't have to worry about the PA announcer being too loud. You can't hear him at all here in the gym, as he's not talking very loudly at all here tonight. But we can tell you that the Indians looking to bounce back from that tough loss 2 nights ago at Snake River before they head home. And they have another match coming up against the top-ranked team in the conference. That is Bear River, as they will, I should say Bear Lake, as they will be at Preston Gym Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. A matinee on the Saturday for homecoming, as the Indians will play host to Bear River. And then they have another 3 matches coming up next week, as they will be busy again next week indeed, as we'll have all those matches for you again next week as well. So all the player introductions are done. They shake hands at midcourt as the Indians get ready to go here this evening. We want to thank all of our sponsors, of course, our title sponsor, Northern Title. And, of course, your scoreboard sponsor, which you see on the screen, Flying S Title and Escrow. And thanks to everybody else. And our starting lineups tonight, of course, as always, are brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. So the Indians come out on the court as they will wait for the officials to come out and check all the rotation sheets, make sure everybody's right where they need to be. As right off the bat, I see there's a number change. They actually announced Morgan Donaldson is wearing number 20 tonight. She's actually wearing number 11, as she'll be in her blue jersey. The rest of the Indians wearing black jerseys, blue shorts, yellow gold trim, and gold numbers on their black jerseys, as the Beavers from American Falls wearing all black with American Falls across the chest in white and white numbers on the chest and on the back as well. So the liberos rotate in, and we're ready to go, ready to play volleyball here from American Falls. Glad to have you with us as the Indians looking to improve on their 1-1 record here in conference play. Braylee Hotchkiss will serve, as that's dug out immediately. Back row set, and it's Wakely for the first thing right away. Hits it too long. So unfortunately for the Indians, like we talked about in the pregame show, they kind of start right where they left off the other night with some questionable hitting from deep in the floor, as that one's going to be an ace as it goes right through Wakely's hands. So Briley Hotchkiss with a point and now an ace for her second point. Hotchkiss has a little bit of a connection to Preston. Her father is Coach Hotchkiss, who is the offensive line coach for the football team. In fact, he is here tonight and sitting just off to my right. As the set at the net, Hess. That's dug out in the back row. Outside set, that comes to Aiken. That's dug out by Donaldson. Front row comes back to Hess again. Nice sliding dig, and Preston gets their first point as the ball comes to the net, and Dunn was right there as she just kind of slammed the lid shut, and Preston has their first point, and it's 2-1 here in the first set. Donaldson keeps it alive as Dunn just puts it back over the net. Deep in the Preston end, dug out of the net. Nice play by Madsen to keep that ball alive again for the Indians. Set in the middle. That's blocked by Dunn for the point. Nice block by Dunn at the net, and we're even at twos. White will serve again here for the Indians. Deep middle serve comes right to the net, and right there is Taylor Wakely this time able to put that one away as Preston gets their first lead of the night. It's now 3-2. White serving again. Again, good dig from the deep middle. Back over onto the Preston side as Donaldson sets outside, and Wakely tucks it inside the back line. You can get another look at that as Taylor able to tuck that one just inside the back line here on the Northern Title instant replay. So Preston moves up 4-2. Again, that one goes into the net. So 4-3. Serve comes back over to the Beavers on the side out. As they'll rotate in a couple of new players, including their leading hitter, Kimber Palazzo, who rotates in. As it'll be Abby Mortensen here to serve. Dug out by the Indians. They'll get it back over. Played in the back row. It's going to be Hotchkiss to play it back over. Free ball here for the Indians again, as that's played in the front row. Come to get it is the Beavers. Set. Wakely goes a little soft and short. Comes to Aiken, and Aiken hits it out of bounds. So Preston goes up 5-3 on the side out as they get the serve back. As now it'll be Morgan Donaldson who will drop back and serve here for Preston. Dan Hubbard with you from American Falls. John Beverly back in the studio tonight as our studio engineer. Good serve by Donaldson. Whoop, that's kind of a misplay there by the Beavers, but they're able to get it over. It comes to Wakely. She goes short for another point. Taylor again able to pick up the point as again we'll look at it on the instant replay. As that ball's short, Taylor able to charge the net and able to put that away. Donaldson to serve again at 6-3. As the blocked at the net and into the net is the Beavers. That's going to be a point for the Indians. So Preston with the point. It's now 7-3. And Donaldson will serve again here for Preston. That's too long. Makes it 7-4 on the Flying S Circle, Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. As the serve again will come back over to American Falls at 7-4. First set of tonight's match is brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. As the serve from Aiken, dug out. They'll play it short. Hess in the front row, dug out nicely by Hotchkiss. As a block that is going to fall over and a point for the Indians. Hess was there, got her hands on it for the block, but it's kind of squirted between her hands and still came over the net. And it's now 7-5. Aiken to serve again. Dig in the back row. High set, Wakely into the net. And it's 7-6. Aiken now looking to serve for a tie here in the first set. As the serve comes to Wakely, set by Matson in the middle. That's Nelson, as it's going to be a point for the Beavers as Nelson was into the net. So that'll make it a 7-7 tie on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Sherry Aiken's serve continues. Big hit at the net, dug out in the back row. Nice play by the Indians, but then it falls in anyway. They made the nice play to keep the point alive. That was White in the back row, or should say Hutch in the back row. But then the ball came back over onto the Preston net. There was nobody there to play it. 8-7 as the Beavers regain the lead here in the first set. As Nelson just taps it over. Free ball here for the Beavers. Not a good attack, but coming up in the end of the net. As jumping up there was Kimber Palazzo, their leading hitter, but I'm not sure the ball was going to make it over the net anyway. Either way, it's a point for the Beavers, and they now lead 9-7 here in set number one, brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Matson sets it for Wakely. Good dig by Hotchkiss. Comes back over onto the Preston side. Back set comes to Hess. That's in. Sophie Hess with her first kill of the night makes it 9-8. Preston trailing by a point on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Macy Knapp is going to come in as Avery Madsen will head to the bench. So Hess, after picking up her first kill, will serve here for the Indians at 9-8 with the Beavers on top. And that'll tie the match as Abby Mortensen just tried to kind of flick it on the run, and she flicked it right into the middle of the net, so we're tied at 9. Hess to serve again. That is an ace as she tucks it right inside the corner. So Hess with an ace. Preston goes back up on top again at 10-9. As the set in the middle, that dug out again by Hatch in the back row. As nice play by Wakely, but she landed across the line. So she came down across that middle line, and that unfortunately gave the point back over to the Beavers. So we're tied at 10s. Serve in the back row. Comes to Knapp. She puts it over. Here's a free ball again here for the Beavers. They go short. Trying to keep it up. They do. And Donaldson gets it back over. Nice play by the libero for the Indians. Outside set. Comes back over onto the Preston side. Good set for Wakely. And she hits it off the hands of Mortensen for the point. Third kill of the first set here for Taylor Wakely. As Preston finds himself on top again here, it's now 11-10. So Taylor Wakely will rotate back in behind the service line. Jump serve, deep middle. Good return there. Played over by Evans for the Beavers. Set in the middle as Nelson plays it back over. Another good set here as it'll come again on the reverse. It comes to Knapp, who hits it just wide. So the back set came to Macy Knapp, and she hit it just wide of the sideline. So we're even at 11 now. Scoreboard, of course, brought to you by Flying S Title and Escrow, and we thank them for that. McKenna Schulte to serve, wearing number 7 in black for the Beavers. Set outside, block on the attack there by White, still on the Preston side, as that will be a lift or a double hit. What are they going to call it? They're going to call it a lift on the set. So a point for the Beavers, and they now go up 12-11. First set tonight brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Schulte again off the top of the net. Preston able to return it, but it's going to go out. It deflected just enough to where when White got to it, it didn't take a true bounce off of her dig, and it went out of bounds. 13-11. Schulte serves again. Donaldson down to get it. Back set. Macy Knapp off the block, as that's going to be touched and a point for the Indians. Those 13-12 now. Preston back to within 1. They get the serve back again, and Braxton Ware now will serve here for Preston, trailing by a point. Braxton's first serve. Kind of a wild return. Kept alive, back over onto the Preston side. Free ball for the Indians. Set there, White partially blocked, kept alive. They get it back over onto the Preston side again. Back set comes to Knapp. She plays it over into the deep middle. Set outside the attack here for the Beavers as it's hit just wide of the sideline, as coming over to make the attempt on the play was number 10, Caitlin Warren, and hit it just wide, and we're tied at 13. Preston's attack goes just a little bit too long. Point for the Beavers, 14-13 on the side out as they get the serve back again. And now Caitlin Warren will serve here As she runs forward, tips off the top of the net. Nice diving play by Ware to keep it alive. Preston gets it onto the Beavers side, and there's nobody there to play it. Everybody dropped back, but then when the dig came forward, there was nobody there to play it. And we're even at 14. Avery Madsen back onto the floor for the Indians as she will drop back and serve. So Avery to serve for the first time. Even at 14 as her serve is dug out. Tough dig. It's off the hands of Kayla Wakely, and not really anybody there to play it. So give the point again to the Beavers from American Falls, and they now go up 15-14 here in the first set. Kinsey Williams rotates back onto the floor. Briley Hodgkiss will serve as that ticks off the top of the net, dug out by Wakely. In the middle, White actually make it Dunn to put it away. Carly Dunn with her second kill, and we're even again at 15 on the Circle S Title and Escrow scoreboard. White serving for Preston. Good deep middle. They play it back for Hodgkiss. She gets it over. Here's a free ball for the Indians. Outside too long, as this time it's Sophie Hess going just a little bit too long. And a point again for the Beavers, and they go back up on top as we go back and forth. It's now 16-15, Beavers leading. So after the side out, here's Abby Mortensen to serve. Mortensen, too long. As once again, they give the point back to the Indians, and once again we are tied. 16-16 here in set number one. Remember, Preston lost the first set the other night and then came back to win the second and third before losing the fourth to force the fifth. As Nelson dug out, kept alive, blocked at the net. Nelson and Wakely are there, give the block to Ellie. So the good block by Nelson gets Preston back on top. It's 17-16 here in the first set. Neither side has called a timeout as of yet. And again, that's going to come right to Wakely, and she drills it back home for the point. Not a good return of serve, and once again it came right to Taylor. She was able to rise. The ball came across the line of the net and drove it back home. 18-16, Preston leading now. Donaldson serves deep into the right corner. They'll play it back over into the deep middle as Madsen sets outside, back to Wakely again. Taylor able to put it away. That's 5 here in the first set for Taylor as the Indians go up 19-16. Donaldson, tough return there by Hodgkiss as they get the set back to her, and then she hits it into the net. 20-16 as Preston now leads by 4 as we head toward the latter stages of set number one, brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Time for a moment. Morgan Donaldson needs to tie up a shoe to continue her serve. And here's the serve, big looping serve, handled there by Povey. Get it back to the net. Palazzo is blocked as Ellie Nelson's there again. She's got 3 blocks here in the first set. And Preston now leads 21-16. Still, neither side has taken a timeout yet, and Donaldson's serve continues here for the Indians. As again, that's going to be a tough dig and come right to the net, unplayable, so it'll be another ace for Donaldson. And finally, Bear Lake, or I should say American Falls, rather, takes a timeout, trailing 22-16 on the Circle on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Preston leading on the scoreboard. We'll take a timeout, back with more here in the first set right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Quite a string of points here served up by Morgan Donaldson. It continues now at 22-16, and she hits it just a little bit long. So Donaldson with the service error. That'll make it 22-17 on the side out, as the serve again will come back over to the Beavers. As serving here is Aiken. Back set comes to Hess. That's off the hands of Aiken and out of bounds. Sophie Hess has her second kill here in the first set. Preston now up 23-17. So 23-17. As Sophie Hess serving for the Indians. Outside set, blocked at the net, kept alive, back onto the Preston side. Nice play. Back set, Wakely. She's got another one. That'll bring up a set point for the Indians. Get another look at the set here for Wakely after the ball came back to the Indians, and she just pounds it home for another kill. For Taylor, that's 6 kills here in set number 1. On the serve, dug out. They flick it over onto the Preston side. Back to Wakely again. That's dug out. It's going to go about 4 rows deep. Kept alive, but they can't get it, as that'll be a point for the Indians, and Preston will take the first set by the final score of 25-17 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. So Preston goes up 1-0. As we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll go to the second set. Coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Make the best deal you can. When it's your time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Alyssa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah, your trusted real estate advisor.
It's always nice to know who you're working with, especially when it comes to legal documents, loans, and title insurance tied to your home. Company-wide, Northern Title has been providing exceptional title work since 1977. In the Preston office, you work with Jan Stone, Monique Bear, Melanie Olson, Cassidy Loya, Afton Jones, and Charlie Bear. Let us answer any questions you have about title work, title insurance, and closings. We look forward to serving all of your title needs. Northern Title in Preston, Idaho. Good deeds done daily. Contact us today.
Go Preston!
The Preston Lady Indian volleyball team wraps up a busy week when they return home Saturday afternoon to face the Bear Lake Bears. The pregame show gets started at 12:30 with the opening serve set for 1 p.m. Preston Sports are brought to you by Northern Title, Ready Support Services, Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, Stokes Market True Value, West Motors, Franklin County Medical Center, and S&T Electric. Join us for Preston Lady Indian Volleyball Saturday on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on MyLocalRadio.com, your home for Preston sports. There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
All right, we get ready to start set number 2. And by the way, the movie this weekend at the Opera House is Transformers 1. If you'd like to buy tickets, show times, and more information, log on to their website. It's wormcreek.org. So Preston will serve to start the second set, up 1-0, as it will be Avery Madsen to start the serve here for the Indians. As our officials are meeting over on the far side here for a moment. Now they appear to be ready to go as our down official walks back across the court. Chair official blows his whistle, and we're ready to start set number 2. So Madsen will open with the serve, and it'll be an ace. As coming up quickly was J.C. Wagstaff, but she couldn't get there quite fast enough. And Avery Madsen has her first ace here of the match tonight. And Preston goes on top 1-0 on the Flying S Thailand escrow scoreboard. Hit right back at her again. She's able to dig it out this time. Now she's got to hit it all the way at the back baseline, and she hits it out of bounds. So first an ace served at Wagstaff, and then up 2-0. After that 5-set loss the other night, boy, Preston could really use a short night tonight, as there's another ace served up by Avery Madsen, as she opens with 3 points here to start the second set. And the second set tonight is brought to you by Yardmaster. Next serve, she goes short. That's dug out this time. As the set comes in the middle, they bump it over. Free ball for the Indians. White will just direct it back over onto the Beaver side of the net. As the kill from the outside by Atkins off the hands of one of the Indians up into the stands, and the Beavers get on the board here in set number 2, as it's now 3-1. As the side out will give the ball back over to American Falls and let them serve, as it'll be Briley Hodgkiss to serve here again for the Beavers. Hodgkiss, that is going to be in, they're going to call it. So an ace for Hodgkiss to make it 3-2 on the Flying S Thailand escrow scoreboard. That's her second ace of the match. Preston up 3-2. As again the serve comes to Donaldson, deep middle. Outside set. Hess has it knocked back right at her. Back over onto the Beaver side of the net. They need to get this over, which they do. Wakely plays it deep middle. Outside set comes back to White. As they're going to say that that'll be a point for the Indians as a violation against American Falls. That makes it 4-3. So serve for the Indians, and I get to another point. That ball hit the floor as Oakley Hatch able to serve up the point on her first serve of the night. It's now 5-2, and Preston will serve again. Deep middle, play again right at Aiken. They set it on the floor, get it back out. That's dug out at the net, and there to put it away at the net is Berkeley Farringer. As that ball just kind of hung right to her, she's able to charge the net and knock it right back down. 5-3. A couple of players rotate in and out for the Beavers, including our new server, McKenna Schulte, who will drop back and serve, with Preston leading by 2 here in the beginning of set number 2. Schulte jump serve, really mishit it. Didn't even make the net, honestly. As Preston gets a little bit of a break, it's now 6-3, and Donaldson, who's had that big string of points in the first set, will now drop back and serve again with Preston leading by 3. Donaldson serving, dug out at the net, played there, back over onto the Preston side. Back set comes to Wakely in the corner. Point for the Indians. Taylor's got kill number 7 tonight. And speaking of 7, Preston rolls up 7 points here in the early parts of set number 2 and leads 7-3. As Donaldson's serve is going to go way too long. Hit that one with about a 4-iron. Should have hit it with about an 8, and kept it on the floor. So 7-4. Siri Atkins will serve again here for the Beavers. Donaldson has it, short middle, play it, comes back to Wakely, who hits it into the net. Got a little bit too much on top of it and hit it right into the net to make it 7-5 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Aiken serves again. Dug out into the net. Tough play. As coming forward on the play was Oakley Hatch. She got her hands on it for the dig, but didn't get it high enough to get it over the net. So American Falls back to within a point at 7-6. As Aiken will serve again here. As that'll be set in the middle. Comes back to Nelson, and Nelson hits it into the net. Officially, it'll go as 4 hits. As Nelson hit it into the net and then tried to play it back out. Aiken serves again. Madsen backs into the net. They're going to call that a double hit, however. As the double hit is going to be called against the Beavers, so a point for the Indians. It's 8-7. Set it at the net, flick it over, look out. Ball still loose, comes to Wakely. She just flips it over her head. So free ball here for the Beavers. They get it back to Hodgkiss. That may have been being headed out of bounds, but Preston played it anyways. It comes to Knapp, who goes cross court and out of bounds. That play into the back row may have been headed out of bounds, but Preston played it. And we're tied at 8 here in the second set on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Jace Wagstaff will serve, number 5 in black for the Beavers. Comes to Donaldson. Set, comes to Knapp. And Knapp just kind of tries to just one-hand it over and hits it into the net, and it's 9-8. So the side out gives the ball back to American Falls again, as Wagstaff's serve will continue. First serve dug out by the Indians. Set it again for Knapp here on the attack side. That's off the hands. They call it inbounds anyway. Wagstaff got a piece of it, but it was off her hands and still found the back line anyway. We're tied at 9 on the kill for Macy Knapp. So 9-9. And now Taylor Wakely's going to serve here for Preston. First serve, good sinker. Dug out, comes back over onto the Preston side. They set it deep for Wakely. That's play to Preston side. Back to Knapp again. That's kept alive. On the attack side, that's played over. As again, Preston able to get it back up and over the net as White got it back up, and then Preston just running for positions, kind of out of position when that ball came back over the net. There wasn't much they could do about it. So the point goes to the Beavers. They now lead 10-9 here in set number 2, brought to you by Yardmaster. As it'll be Abby Mortensen to serve here for American Falls. They run to get it, miss hit. Wakely's got to try to get it all the way over, and it just won't quite make it over. It hit right at the top of the net. There was a couple of Beavers there to play it anyway, but it still didn't make it over the net. Point for American Falls, it's 11-9. Mortensen's next serve, mishandled again by the Indians, and again, that's going to be another ace. That makes it 12-9. Mortensen with an ace. Will serve again. Her team up by 3 here in the second set. Donaldson again kind of misplayed it. Preston again will have to get this one over. Donaldson just backhands it over her head. Set outside. Partially blocked at the net by the Indians. They still have it on their side. Played over. White. That's dug out, or was it? Whistle blew. Point for the Indians. They're going to say they hit the ground. No, they're going to call it a double hit. Mackley White gets her first kill of the match tonight, as it's 12-10. So Preston still trailing by 2 as you rotate a couple of new players in. Braxton Ware will come in and serve here for the Indians. Still down by 2 here in the second set. Ware comes forward. As that's blocked at the net, kept alive. Back over onto the Preston side. That's going to be a double hit as Carly Dunn tried to play it, couldn't get it up high enough, and it went. It came right back at her and just back into her lap. As the point again will go back over to the Beavers, who now lead 13-10. Sari Povey serving for the first time tonight. Middle, set, done. Played over, got it right back, and able to put this one away. She played it over, she got it back, and then hit it soft, and was able to pick up the point. Take a look at it again here on the instant replay. You'll see it as the ball comes back to her. She got it once, and then got it again, and was able to go just sharp cross court and pick up the point. And it's 13-11. Preston trails by 2. Good serve by Madsen, dug out. As they'll have to play it over, here's a free ball for the Indians. Set in the middle, and that's put away. And once again, coming up to make the play, Oakley Hatch. Hatch makes it 13-12. Back-to-back points by the Indians, gets them back to within 1. Madsen with the serve. That'll be set outside. Not a good set. So free ball here for the Indians. Outside the reverse set, and it's Hess this time. Gets the top of the net, but also still makes it down the sideline. And it's now 13-13 on the Flying S Tideland Escrow scoreboard, and we have a timeout on the floor. Tied at 13 here in set number 2, brought to you by Yardmaster. We're back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
Yardmaster, proud sponsors of set number 2. As Preston even now with American Falls, trailed by as many as 3 here in the set. Now they're even at 13-13 as Avery Madsen will serve again here for the Indians. She goes deep on the right-hand corner. Set in the middle. as Ware able to come over and get the dig there, as it's back again to Dunn, and Dunn hits it too long this time. So Carly Dunn hits it just a little bit too long. Side out, gives the point back to American Falls and puts them back in front at 14-13. Hotchkiss to serve, that's into the net. Actually, it'll be a bad return by the Indians. That's going to be an ace for Hotchkiss. 15-13. Halfway through set number 2. Preston leading 1-0. Good strong serve. That's off the hands of White. That's 4 aces for Hotchkiss. She has 4 of their 5 aces in the match so far here tonight. So Preston now trails by 3 again, as that is in, and another ace. It's 17-13. That's 3 aces in a row served up by Briley Hotchkiss. As Wakely gets a hand on that one. Set outside, comes to Hess. That's dug out, back over onto the Preston side. Set deep, Wakely. As Hotchkiss digs it out, but we got a whistle and a point for the Indians. They're going to say that hit the floor just before Hotchkiss could dig it out. So it goes to 17-14, and give another kill to Taylor Wakely. That's her 8th. Waiting for all the rotations to stop. Now we're ready for the serve, as it comes to Hotchkiss in the deep left corner this time. They bump it over. Madsen sets in the middle. They go deep, played there. As again the Beavers will just bump it over. Free ball again for Preston. Set on the outside, comes back to Wakely, and she hits it off the block of Fairringer, but it stays on their side of the net, and that's hitting a kill number 9 for Wakely, and it's 17-15. So Preston trailing by 2 again, as Mackley White will continue to serve. And that's going to be an ace on a bad return by Hotchkiss. As White with her first ace. That's 6 aces for the Indians so far here tonight. 17-16 at the net. As Wakely goes up to get that, put it away on the block, and we're tied at 17. First block for Taylor tonight ties the set. 17-17. As White continues to serve. Set outside, block. Up to get it right there. Hess was there, Dunn was there. As they turn it aside, another point for the Indians and another timeout on the floor, as Preston will retake the lead 18-17 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Back after this on the My Local Radio Sports.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Now Preston on top by a point, 18-17 here in the second. Second set brought to you by Yardmaster tonight. As Mackley White will continue on to serve here again. As that'll be dug out, played there by Aiken. Back set, comes back over onto the Preston side. Deep middle set, outside, it's Wakely, and that's going to be off the floor, and another kill for Taylor. That's 10 tonight already. Preston goes up 19-17. White serving again. Too long this time, out of bounds. So side out, back over to American Falls, 19-18. Preston won the first set tonight, 25-17. And they're holding on to a slim lead here as Kimber Palazzo will rotate back in here for the Beavers as McKenna Schulte with the serve. Look out, that's right at the net. Played by the Indians, and they'll get it back onto the floor, but it's going to be too many hits. So Preston lost control of the ball for a moment. As the point again comes to the Indians, that now go up 20-19. So it's a one point lead here in the set. As it comes back and right at the net, Ellie Nelson's there for the block. That's her fifth. And Preston now goes up 21-19. Donaldson serving. See if the Preston Indians can put it away here right now or not. As set outside, rushing forward into the net. We got a whistle and Preston into the net. So that'll be a point for American Falls to make it 21-20. So Preston up by a point. Aiken to serve. Goes to Wakely, deep left corner. Back to Hess. That's dug out. Back over onto the Preston side, however. Matson sets. Comes to Wakely. That's on the attack side and good for another point. 22-20. Preston up by 2. As it'll be Macy Knapp coming in. As once again, Avery Madsen will rotate out. As Sophie Hess will pick up the serve. Deep in the back comes to Hatch. Played over by Donaldson. Tough play, not a good set, and it leads to a point for the Indians as the Beavers lost control of the ball to make it 23-20 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. The serve bumped all the way over onto the Preston side. The back set come to Knapp as Macy, almost like she's not sure of her footing tonight for some reason. Just not able to get her feet under that play and can't get it over the net. Point for the Beavers, it's 23-21. Jace Wagstaff now serving. As that ticks off the top of the net. Nice sliding dig there by Wakely. Back over onto the Beavers side. Off the hands of Hess, not able to make the return. As that'll be a point for American Falls. They're back to within 1 again. It's 23-22 here in set number 2. Preston really needs this set. They lead by a point. Wagstaff serve. It'll be back set as it comes to Wakely off a couple of hands, kept alive by the Beavers. Back over onto the Preston side, right at the net, as the bad return is put away, as it's Kate Evans to pick up the point, and we're tied at 23. The dig held right above the Preston net. And then put away is now Wagstaff will continue. She spins the ball in her hands a few times, waiting for the official. He now blows the whistle, and it's, hold on, was that served into the net, or was that going to be a do-over? Nope, we're going to give the Preston Indians the point. So it'll be set point for the Indians at 24-23. As Taylor will serve. Wakely trying to get the Indians up 2-0 here. As the serve Set in the middle. Bumped up there by Hess. Back set comes back to Wakely again. That's off the hands of the deep middle return. And down, and Preston picks up the point on another kill here for Taylor Wakely. And for Taylor, that's kill number 12, and Preston goes up 2-0 as they win the second set, 25-23. Set number 3 coming up right after this. This is the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Make the best deal you can. When it's your time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Alyssa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Alyssa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Alyssa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah, your trusted real estate advisor.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
The Preston Indian football team come home Friday night after 3 straight road games to face the Burley Bobcats. The pregame show gets started about 6:20 with the opening kickoff slated for 7 p.m. Preston Sports are brought to you by Northern Title, Ready Support Services, Flying S Title and Escrow, Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, Stokes Market True Value, West Motors, Franklin County Medical Center, and S&T Electric. Join us for Preston Indian football Friday night on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com, your home for Preston sports.
KACH.
All right, we get ready to start set number 3. Preston up 2-0. Hey, want to say hi to a couple folks watching tonight. As Carly Dunn's grandfather, Scott Rawlings, is watching, and her father, Chad Dunn, also watching. I understand, I think it was Scott Rawlings who's in Texas tonight watching from there. But either way, big shout out to Scott Rawlings and Chad Dunn watching along mylocalradio.com tonight, and certainly glad to have you with us. So American Falls will serve here to start set number 3. Briley Hotchkiss with 5 aces tonight will serve first. Preston looking to win set 3 and go home with a 3-set sweep and get ready for Bear Lake coming up on Saturday. As the first set comes outside to Hess. Played back, again kept alive, back over onto the Preston side again. Wakely from deep is touched, and it's in. Taylor Wakely able to put that away as it was touched at the net and then fell just in front of Hotchkiss. And Preston goes up 1-0 here in set number 3. So 1-0, White serving. Tough return, and it'll be an ace for White. Mackley with her second ace. That's 7 aces tonight for the Indians so far here in the match. Preston leads 2-0. Outside, Williams dug out. Preston keep it alive. No, they cannot. Tough return by Williams, and Preston not up to keeping the ball alive. As it's 2-1, side out. Ball will come back over to American Falls, and they'll pick up the serve here again. Set number 3 tonight, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. 2-1, Preston leads on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. Serve, played deep. Comes outside, there's Wakely. That's going to be dug out in the back row by Hotchkiss. Set in the middle. Played over by Palazzo. It'll be good for a point. Palazzo went short. Donaldson tried to come up and get it, but was just a little bit short of it. And it's 2-2 here in set number 3. McKenna Schulte serves again. Set right at the net. And jumping to try to make that play, as we can get another look at it, as jumping to make the play at the net was the Indians, as able to get that ball down just before the ball would go back over the net, as you get a look at there at the end of the point. So here's Donaldson serving. Megan. Good dig, played over, but it's going to go out of bounds. Another point for the Indians, and it's now 4-2. So 4-2 Preston here in the third. Serve comes to Hotchkiss, played there, running forward. The Beavers get it over, but it comes back to the Indians. There's Nelson, gets it forward, but it's dug out by Hotchkiss. Blocked at the net by Nelson. Ball kept alive again by American Falls, and they get it back over. Free ball for the Indians. Outside set. Wakely, too long, out of bounds. Taylor got a little much of it. Drove it out of bounds. It's 4-3. Preston won the first set, 25-17. They win a battle in set number 2, 25-23, as they lead 2-0. Aiken serve. Wakely this time from out on the sideline. That's dug out in the back row there by Aiken. Back over onto the Preston side as Madsen sets. Wakely up to get it. Good dig. Keep it alive. Yes, it does. As Williams plays it over to the back row for the Indians. Set there. Wakely. That's off the hands of Aiken, and kill number 14 for Taylor Wakely. Preston up 5-3. Sophie Hess will serve again. Hess, that's dug out by Aiken. They flip it over. Wakely keeps it alive and leads to a point. A diving save by Wakely, redirected by Nelson, and gets the point. 6-3 Preston on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Hess, good tough serve. Going to get it back over? Yes, they do. So here another free ball for the Indians. Not a good set. In fact, it's a double hit. That'll be a point for the Beavers, as Hess tried to step forward, make the set, and doing so had it go off both of her hands, and it's now 6-4 as Jace Wagstaff will serve again here for American Falls. Comes to Wakely, Donaldson, as Nelson bumps it over behind her head. Got to get this one back over, which they do. Wakely keeps it alive, back over onto the Beavers side of the net. Coming across, making the play again off the top of the net. But again, Preston's able to keep it alive. It comes back to Wakely again. They'll dig, set, cross court. Again, partially blocked. Again kept alive by the Indians. Wakely's got another one. After Wakely was able to keep the point alive, she got the ball back. and was able to pick up another kill. That's number 15 on the night. (7-4). Preston gets the point. Very difficult rally there as White back onto the floor here for Preston, as Oxley Hatch will come back over to the bench. Good block at the net as Nelson's got another block. That's block number 6 tonight for Ellie. Get back over onto the Preston side again. Back to Nelson. That's dug out in the back row by Wagstaff. On the set side, off the hands of Wakely. She tried to dive to make the play, but it goes off her hands and out of bounds. 7-5. Preston remains up by 2. Breckley Fodringer back in. And she'll rotate into the front row, as it will be Abby Mortensen here to serve now for the American Falls Beavers. That'll be a return. Got to get it over. Not able to. So the initial dig was not real good. Sophie Hess came all the way across the floor trying to keep it alive, but Preston could not get it back across the net, and it goes to 7-6 now, as Preston still leading by 1 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. The dig back over all the way across the net, back over to the Beavers as they'll play it over. That's going to be too long. Wagstaff got a shot at it, but she hit it too long here in set number 3, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Ellie Nelson's going to rotate off the floor. She comes to the bench. Braxton Ware comes back in for Preston. She will serve at 8-6, and that's right through the hands of Aiken for an ace by Brexley Ware. That's 8 aces tonight for the Indians. Sarah Gallegos comes in. Indians will serve again here at 9-6. As once again, it'll be Braxton Ware to serve. As the dig is going to land out of bounds. So that will go as an ace for Ware, as that's an unreturnable serve to make it a 4-point lead for Preston. It's now 10-6. Next serve again by Ware. Set in the front row, hit it into the net. It's 11-6. So Preston up 5. It's one of their biggest leads of the night, believe it or not. As that'll be another ace served up by Braxton Ware. That's her 3rd of the match. And Preston now up 12-6. They have a 6-point lead here in set number 3. Ware serving again. Ticks off the top of the net. Dug out anyway. Played by the Indians. Well, not a good set. Too close to the net, but White's able to get it over. Comes back, and that's into the back row, and making the point this time, Carly Dunn at the net with no defense there, able to tack it in the deep left corner and get the point to put Preston up 13-6 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Timeout of the court. We'll take a timeout here as well. Back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. So 13-6, Preston on top here in set number 3. as Braxton Ware serving again here for Preston. Another good deep serve, mishandled. Now they got to get this one back over. They're not going to. That'll be another ace on an unreturnable serve for Braxton Ware. That's her 4th of the match. And Preston now leads 14-6. So Ware will serve again. Braxton, whoops, that's off the hands this time of Sarah Gallegos and goes out of bounds. And guess what? It's yet another ace for Braxton Ware. That's her 5th. Preston's lead is 9 now here in set number 3, 15-6 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. As finally that ball is going to go out of bounds as they're able to break Ware's run of serves. 15-7 on the side out. American Falls gets the serve back. Caitlin Warren will serve here, as that's a service error right off the top of the net. 16-7, Preston's lead grows to 9 again. Here's Avery Madsen back onto the floor to serve. Madsen didn't get enough of it. She tried to go short, but too short, and didn't quite get it over the net. So 16-8, Preston's lead. Hotchkiss will serve again here for the Beavers. And she gives the point right back, as once again she doesn't quite get it high enough either, and it's 17-8. So a little bit of sloppy play here in the middle of set number 3. Preston kind of the beneficiary here as they keep that 9-point advantage as the serve dug out by Hotchkiss. Outside set comes to Williams. That's going to be out of bounds. Point for the Indians to make it 18-8. 10-point lead for Preston. That's their biggest lead of the night in any set. Preston trying to wrap this one up in straight sets tonight and head home. As that ticks off the top of the net. Nice play to keep it alive by the Beavers. Back over onto the Preston side. Back set. This time it comes as Dunn. Can't quite get that one down. As Preston keeps it alive as Ware just taps it over. Set in the middle as they go short again. Ware able to keep that one alive. Outside as it's Wakely off the block. And eventually not able to be played by the Beavers. It'll be a kill for Taylor. That's number 16 on the night for her. And it's 19-8. As the serve there goes out of bounds too long. Service error for White, 19-9. So in all those areas we talked about that Preston was a little deficient a couple of nights ago at Snake River, they have done much better here tonight across the board hitting-wise. As set, it's going to be played over. Dunn just steers it over. Played there by Hotchkiss. Set in the middle, comes back to Palazzo. Been Dunn knocked into the net as Preston will get another point. So Palazzo hits it into the net, and it's 20-9. Preston 5 points away from the sweep tonight. Morgan Donaldson serving into the deep right corner. Cross court comes to Williams. It's blocked at the net. Wakely and Nelson both there. 21-9. Donaldson again goes deep into the back row. The outside set on the attack side is blocked at the net. As once again, it's Wright and Hess this time. 22-9, Preston on top. Donaldson comes forward again. Another serve. Another ace Donaldson with 3 aces tonight makes it 23-9 now. Preston 2 points away from the match. 7-5 on the year is Preston. Looking to improve on that, and more importantly, looking to improve on a conference win here tonight as well. Set in the middle. Comes to Nelson for the kill. Ellie Nelson puts that away, and it's match point for the Indians, 24-9. So Preston leading 24-9 here as Donaldson serves for the match. In the middle, Hotchkiss has to run up to bump it over. Outside set, look out, Wakely again. That's dug out, kept alive by Povey. Back over onto the Preston side as they'll set it, back set this time on the curl for Nelson. That's kept alive. Back to Povey, all the way back in the back row. They give it back to the Indians. Set again for Wakely. Wakely drives it through the block and unreturnable by Aiken as Taylor finishes the match with 17 kills, and Preston wins set number 3, 25-9, as they will sweep the 3 sets here against American Falls here tonight, as they will pick up their 8th win of the year. More importantly, they go to 2-1 in conference play. So Preston able to win it tonight. We'll invite you to stay tuned. The post-game show coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Let me tell you about the perfect snack. For decades, Papa J's has been making old-fashioned jerky. The meat is hand-trimmed, sliced, and seasoned. Every tender, flavorful stick is individually sealed to hold that famous Papa J's flavor and freshness. With different flavors, Papa J's jerky is perfect for your food storage, perfect for your lunch, perfect for travel snacks, perfect for a horseback ride, and perfect for a gift. Papa J's Gourmet Beef Jerky. Order online today at papaj's.com. That's papaj's.com.
Tonight's game was brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. Now stay tuned, the Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming right up. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds Daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Well, welcome back here to the postgame show as the Indians able to pick up the win tonight as they win it in straight sets as they knock off the Beavers from American Falls by the final score of 3-0 as they win it in straight sets. So for the Indians, I believe that's their first straight set win in a 5-set match this year. And in doing so, it improves their record to 8-5 overall. And they are now 2-1 in conference play as they get ready for probably the toughest team in the conference to come in. And that will be Bear Lake as they will come to Preston Gym coming up, on Saturday afternoon. They have faced Bear Lake once already this year. They faced them in the championships of the tournament up in Cokeville, and Bear Lake beat them in straight sets up there at that tournament. So let's see how Preston can do just playing one match instead of being the 6th match they would play in the second day like it was in the tournament. So Preston will get another shot at Bear Lake. In fact, they'll get shots at them coming up this Saturday at home, and the following Saturday evening they'll go to Bear Lake. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as we move along here on the postgame show. Preston wins it 3-0 as there'll be a happy bus ride home from here in American Falls. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, look at some of the numbers. Impressive numbers tonight for the Lady Indians. We'll look at them coming up next as the postgame show continues right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Look at the fans making their way out from here at American Falls High School tonight as the Indians knock off the Beavers by the sweep of winning 3-0 here tonight. As we welcome you back here to the Rouse Construction postgame show here on My Local Radio and on KACH. Well, the numbers, as impressive as they are, you can see where they did much better tonight hitting-wise than they did 2 nights ago over at Snake River. Preston finished the match tonight with a total of 28 kills. Ellie Nelson had 2, Carly Dunn had 3. It was 3 for Sophie Hess. Oakley Hatch and Mackley White both had 1 for Macy Knapp, and 17 kills for the big star of the match tonight, Taylor Wakely. Wakely also had a couple of blocks in the match. In fact, Preston finished with 12 blocks overall. Ellie Nelson had 8 at the net. And impressively on the serve tonight, Preston finishes with a total of 13 aces as well. Braxton Ware with 5. It was Morgan Donaldson with 3 and 2 for Avery Madsen to leave the Indians in that category. So we talked about it right off the top. They needed to hit better than they did the other night at Snake River, and you can see by the numbers that they certainly did that. So Preston able to win it in straight sets, 3-0. We'll come back. We'll tell you about our player of the match and what's up next for the Lady Indians. We'll do all that as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network. This is the Rouse Construction Postgame Show.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Rouse Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Rouse Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds Daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
Well, Westside is currently playing over in Malad. They were trailing 2-0 and losing 7-0, I believe, or 7-4 rather, I should say, in set number 3. So Westside has a lot of work to do to avoid being swept there as well. All right. Now, what's up next for the Lady Indians? That comes up Saturday afternoon. 1 o'clock, first serve, as the Bear Lake Bears will be at Preston Gym. And that'll kick off a very busy next week again for the Lady Indians, as they'll have 3 more matches coming up next week as well. Tuesday, this same American Falls team will be over in Preston to take on the Indians. Thursday, the Indians will play host to Star Valley. And then a week from Saturday, Preston will make the drive up to Bear Lake, and they'll face the Bears again in a very important conference match. So that's what's on tap for the Lady Indians over the next 8 days or so. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, the boys football team back out on the field as they'll back at home finally after playing 3 straight road games, as they'll play host to the Burley Bobcats tomorrow night. As we'll have the pregame show for you tomorrow night starting about 6:20, and then the kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. tomorrow from Preston High School. Hope you can come out and join us, as we will certainly look for you then. And that'll wrap it up for tonight from here at American Falls High School. Executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. The associate producer is Jace Andrews. Our studio coordinator tonight back at KACH in Preston has been John Beverly, and we thank him for his efforts as always. That'll wrap it up for here in American Falls. We'll talk to you tomorrow night from the football stadium. I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you tomorrow right here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.